Y'all hear that? I was a Democrat. Hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Bear Reviews. And I got a brew for you today that I have never seen before. It is done by the Cigar City Brewing Company, born in Tampa, Florida. That's what it says on here. Yep, brewed and canned by Cigar City Brewing, Tampa, Florida. So, all right, good deal. I didn't know that. Well, I probably did, but all right. So, what I've got for you today is a brew that is a double IPA or a DIPA. It's 10% ABV, and it is called Alai. And when I first saw this brew, and I've done the regular Alai IPA, done the regular one a long time ago. And when I first saw this brew, I thought it was a Alai. That's what I called it. I mean, hell, I don't know. And I went to Florida, and I ordered one on draft at a restaurant I was in, and he politely corrected me that it's called Alai, not Alai. Anyway, this is a double IPA, 10% ABV. It's a DIPA at a 10%. Says so right there on the can. I had never seen this before, and I was in a convenience store, and I said, I got to try it. I've had the regular IPA. I can't remember the ABV on the regular, but it wasn't even close to 10, I can tell you that. I'm out here in my greenhouse today, y'all, and it's gloomy out. We had rain, we had storms last night, and it's kind of cool. It's probably in the mid 40s maybe, so, and the wind's kind of blowing a little bit, so it's a little bit chilly outside. So I come into my greenhouse to do the reviews today. So let's try this here. It's got the government warning, all that kind of good garbage, and you know that's the only information it's got on it. It doesn't tell what kind of hops are used, what it's brewed with, anything like that. So we're just gonna dive into it. Ooh, look at that pretty rich color. Look at that. Man, that is a dark gold brew right there. Look at that head just climbing up there. Oh, man. That hoppy aroma coming off of it, man, just screams freshness. Oh, man. It smells good. Look at that pretty gold brew, man. That's just beautiful, dark gold. Beautiful brew. And the head is it's not a white head, it's an off-white, light tan head on that thing. Look at that. Pretty brew. Beautiful color. Let's get a taste of that head. Ah, man, that has got a wonderful hop presence. And just a nice pinch of bitterness in the finish of the head there. That head is fantastic. It's got, I don't know how to describe the head. I've had it before, but I can't remember the type of hops it's used that makes that flavor. It's not piney. It's not tropical. It's not juicy. I don't know. It's delicious. Let me put it that way. It's just got a delicious hop presence. With that sharp pinch of bitterness in the finish, man, I love it. That is good. That is a good head on beer. And that just that sharp pinch of bitterness in the finish, I just love it. High Alai Double IPA. And y'all, I'm just a dumb old redneck here in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I do the best I can with pronouncing stuff, but I ain't college educated or all that kind of stuff. I just got good common sense, but that don't mean I know how to pronounce every damn thing. But man, that head is fantastic. So y'all, I had to do some modifications on my greenhouse here. I got this greenhouse. It's a what is it? A 12 by 20, I think. It's a 10 or a 12 foot wide. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it's 20 foot long. It's 7 foot high. So I'm 6'5". I can walk in here easily, especially through the center of it. But I had to make some modifications to it. I got this thing off TikTok shop. Give less than $200 for it, but I spent probably at least another $200 to get this thing secured. Because no matter where you are, you're going to encounter wind. And basically, the greenhouse is just the frame and the cover. It doesn't really give you a good way to anchor it. I mean, it has strings on the corners on the outside and a little old stake about this long. It's straight. You're supposed to push in the ground. They ain't worth a shit when the wind's blowing. I mean, it just pops it right up. And I had this thing, it sit for like 3 months. I put it together in the fall, went through winter and all that kind of stuff. Well, here in March, we had a bad storm. A couple weeks ago, we had a bad storm. And it blew the cover half off of it. Now, I've got a rope stretched from one corner to the other, and that held it on so it didn't blow off away somewhere. I mean, it held it here next to the structure, but it was completely off the structure. So I had to get 2x4s and some rubber grommets and some 1-inch wood lags and loop the material underneath the frame and secure it. Did it all the way around except for the doors. The doors are zip up, and what I did, I just took a 5 foot long piece of wood and stapled it at the very end, so when I put the door down, I can put another 4x4 on the outside of it so it can't blow in. Anyway, all that, nobody gives a crap, but the greenhouse is secure. I mean, it'd take a tornado or a really, really strong wind or something to uproot it now. Anyway, whatever. Out here today because I got a couple of days off and wanted to do them outside. I hadn't done them outside in a long time, and it's kind of yucky and gloomy. Can't really work in the garden because it's muddy and kind of bleh. So anyway, we're out here today and we're going to try this Alai DIPA today. I may have to edit all that shit out. I don't want to give a shit. All that crap. Anyway, alright, so this Alai DIPA at 10% ABV out of Tampa, Florida is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families. Pay your own damn way, just like I do. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Wow. That does not, it doesn't taste like a 10% ABV. Something high like that, usually high Alai, high in ABV like that, usually has it can have a boozy taste to it. And this one does not have a boozy taste. I'm getting the hops that I noted in the head. I don't know what kind they are, it doesn't say, but the flavor of them is delicious, and that translates into the body very well. That hoppy flavor in the body, it's really, really good. And it's easy to drink. Goes down smooth and easy. Man, for a 10% ABV, now this is a 19.2 fluid ounce can. So, I don't know. Basically, it's equivalent to almost 3.5 of your typical Coors or something like that. It's typical, I mean, as far as ABV goes, it's about the same as 4 regular beers. Close to it. 3.5 to 4 regular beers. Not hardly 4, but 3.5 anyway. Pretty close to it. And the flavor is just richer than your typical beers because it's an IPA and it's 10% ABV. It's got a wonderful hop presence from the head to aroma in the head to the flavor of the head to the flavor of the body. That hop presence is consistent throughout the brew, and I may look it up, see if they have what kind of hops they brew it with. It's not on the can, but whatever they are, it's delicious and it's consistent from the head to the toe on this thing. It's really good. I'm gonna score it an A because it's just easy and smooth and consistent in flavor and good brew. So if you ever see this Alai DIPA at a convenience store or something like that, give it a shot if you ain't never. This is a good IPA, a good DIPA, good double IPA. All right, y'all, that's been a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week. I'll be back tomorrow for a Thirsty Thursday. I'm out of Tennessee brew, so we're going to do something else tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Take care. Well, I appreciate y'all. Well, damn. Cheers.